Hello, welcome to Cultish. This is Kate,
Hey, and I'm Lindsay.
and thank you so much for joining us for our second episode. It's Friday. We made it to Friday. Thank God. It's been
Really?
truly a literally,
I
no,
know.
it's been a week from hell for me. I realized after we recorded for Monday that I had gotten food poisoning from my husband's master part from the food that I made. I actually made the croissant bake recipe that you sent me. So in a way you gave remember the one you sent me on Instagram of like the croissant bake and you were like, follow this girl, she like makes the best stuff.
What
Lexi
girl?
make Leg
Oh, the healthy foodie girl?
maybe. I don't know. She's really cute. She has a baby. I don't know. You sent it to me and I was like, oh, I'm literally gonna make this. And I made it and I'm the only one who ate it and I'm the only one who fell ill, so I'm guessing it was that. It's
No.
been it's been a horrible week. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
I'm literally gonna die. My mom had to come take care of Brooks because I was like, Brooks is my son. I can't do this. And then I thought, how will I ever get pregnant again if I'm gonna like feel sick and like take care of a baby?
Oh my gosh. I feel like
So
it's
yeah.
like instinct though, when you're like actually,
Yeah, and you don't actually feel like that. Like you feel like nauseous, but not like actually throwing up. But like it was horrible. Like chills. My Aura ring, 40. I sent you
yeah,
46% readiness.
that's
That's when I
rough.
know. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm just like waiting for this week to be over and for me to feel like a normal person again. But it is a very exciting day because it's Lindsay's birthday.
prime age,
20,
27 according
27.
to Chef.
Oh my God. Prime age according to Shep. Well, now we're both 27, so I'm not the old one anymore. How
I
exciting.
know.
But are you doing
No.
anything fun? More importantly, is your husband doing something nice for you?
Well, today actually it was really nice. I came home from work and he made me a really nice dinner and he got me some spritzes. Was really good.
Delicious.
And then he got me like a Stanley, like the striped one from the
Oh yeah, you sent me a
striped.
picture.
It was
That was so
so cute.
cute.
Yeah.
That's
So that
very
was
you.
cute. Yeah, I know. I was like, this is so cute. He's like, I thought of you when I saw it. I was like, oh,
Oh, that's so
yeah,
nice.
that was cute. And then he got me like some straw, like a bunch of different pink straws to use for it. So that was really cute.
Oh my God, John.
I know. I was like, he was like, it's just something little because so tomorrow we're going to pick out my actual gift. And he was like, I wanted you to have something to open on your birthday. Like, I didn't want you to not have anything. Because tomorrow we're going to pick out my
Yeah,
gift
what's your
because,
actual gift?
well, I'm gonna pick it out because
Okay.
last year I asked, so last year I was running a half marathon. Something about me is I like dabble in running. Like
Yes, yes, yes.
I have. And so I mean I've kind of fallen off the wagon, but it's something that I do like kind of often. But anyway, so last year I was about to do my half marathon and I really wanted like a cute half marathon outfit for my birthday. So I asked him for like biker shorts. And he literally got me aloe biker shorts that were like a size 4, which like is not my size. And they are
I remember this.
literally skin colored. Like I still have them and I do wear them sometimes. But if I wear them with a big short shirt
John was
but
like, "You're gonna look so good in these."
no.
Looking like you're
So
naked.
and I was like everything. Like if I'm wearing a sports bra in it, like it's just not flattering at all. And so then not even funny, like that's like part of the story, but then the other funny part of the story is that I then bought myself a Lululemon set with like biker shorts and like a bra and literally wore it for the half marathon because I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna take matters into my own hands.
Yes, of
And
course.
he then was like, my gosh, that is so cute. I love that you wore what I got you. And I was like,
John,
is hot pink and the ones you got me are literally skin color. Like, what are you talking about?
you
So
guys are
I've
so
decided that this
dumb.
year I'm gonna
I'm
take
cracking up.
matters into my own hands. And I don't know what I want yet. We're just gonna go to the mall and look around and then we're
Yeah.
gonna have dinner after. And yeah, it'll be good.
Maybe get like some marathon shoes.
I just got marathon shoes last year
Oh,
too.
okay. So you're like set there. I mean, yeah, go to the mall and see what calls to you.
I mean, I don't have a marathon on the books at the moment. Oh,
I
I don't
thought you
know.
were doing the one in Steamboat.
I don't know. I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah, I got it.
I mean maybe, but and then I do want like a necklace or something. I don't know. So we're gonna
Yeah.
just look around.
Be like, John, here, there's a store over here called Tiffany's.
Yeah, no,
Get in
not like
there. I know, I'm
no.
kidding.
I've decided I think it's, like, fun to go, like, and pick out your own thing
Yeah.
and make, like, a date out of it. Like, we'll get
No,
dinner
I think
after.
that's great. It makes it
Yeah,
easier. I mean, I end up just sending Drew what I want, and then it's just like another aloe fucking sweat set, and he's like, "You really want this aloe sweat set that you already have 5 of?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
that's
And then
what
it
I
just
did.
kind of kills the thing. I did have him get me a like sourdough starter. That was a good one.
That's a good one.
That's unique and, doesn't like break
Yeah,
the bank or anything.
yeah.
And it's just like a small thing. But the Stanley Cup was, but yeah, so I'm so happy for you that you're gonna have a fun little date with your man. So that's great.
But the sailing was really cute. That was, like, a nice gift.
No, and that's perfect. And you guys are gonna like go crazy tomorrow, so live it up, queen. But some interesting things have happened this week, and it's time to talk about it. And yeah, so Lindsay, take
Actually,
it
a lot
away.
in the week,
I know,
which
kind of.
the main thing for me, at least, that I was, like, literally obsessed with and watching, like, every piece of content
I know.
about the space, the
The
women
Blue
taking up.
Origin, yeah, women taking up space. Oh my goddess. It really took over my feed. And I feel like this was definitely a classic culty-ish moment where people have been taking this a little too seriously. Like the amount of people that are like chiming in for their opinion, I'm just
Like
like,
Wendy's. We didn't ask.
Wendy's.
Sad. Because
I
the
know.
point of these things are to, like, be like, it's supposed to be like women empowerment, and it's, like, supposed to be fun and cool, and it's like, it really wasn't supposed to be like, I feel like, I don't know if this was their intention, but it was just supposed to be like a fun, cool thing, like women going to
I
space.
agree.
People, like, I was so nervous today. I'm like, if this goes bad, like,
I
this
just
is a
think that like, well, okay, so fun fact about me, my husband knows a lot about space.
yeah, that's true.
It's kind of his thing. So I asked him about it and he was like, there's like military planes that go this high.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't go that high. So, and I just think like Katy Perry is kind of just like ruining it for everyone. Like I don't think anyone would have cared about this if she wasn't like acting this way, which I know she's acting this way because she's like trying to get attention because she needs it. But she's
It's like
definitely
without
like,
her, we wouldn't have known about this.
and like maybe that's better. I don't
No, but it's
know.
supposed to be like a fun, cute thing for women, and it's supposed to be like, "That's so fun," and it's like, I feel like everyone's just like, and like Jeff Bezos face planting, like, everyone's
Oh my
just, like,
God.
making it about, like, that and, like,
I just
other
think
stuff.
I know. I guess like this, and we don't even know about like the other people on the, because I think there were some like real like space
Yeah, there were
interested,
2 other astronauts and then another girl.
but I don't think they astronauts.
I believe, yes.
Okay. I thought they were people like interested in details. Let me know, chat. Literally, chat. The thing about chat that I like is I can misspell everything and it still knows what I want. But no, Katy Perry's definitely like being an insane person. And like, I think that she's giving very much like, yes, okay. There was Lauren Sanchez, obviously, Katy
Mhm.
Perry, Gail King. And then there was a former NASA rocket scientist, a civil rights activist, and Nobel Peace Prize nominee, and a film producer on gender issues. Okay, so like they did good. I do think that like maybe Lauren Sanchez should have sat this one out, and they should
I
have,
don't know,
you
I
know what I
think she
mean?
ties the group together. It's her husband's or fiance's business. Like, I get why she was there. She was the one
I get why she was there.
she was her thing.
It's true. She is the queen of them.
Like, I get why she was there. It's her thing, and,
See, I
like,
actually feel like Gil King was the glue bringing everyone together, like being like
for me, I
normal.
was like, "What is Gayle King doing here?" Like, she did not wanna be there. She hated it.
Well, I
She
just
was
feel like she saw the way Katy Perry was acting and was like, "What have I done?"
no, she loved it. She was like, "Sing, sing."
I don't believe that. I don't
She
believe they were sitting there telling her to sing. And I also want to know if she turned to everyone as they sat in that rocket for the 3 minutes, like their 3 minute moment, because it's literally 3 minutes you look at Earth, and that's it. And if she
well,
turned and
that's
said,
what made me, like, stressed out was when I saw the video of them going up there looking at Earth, and I would have been, like, not taking my eyes off, like, "What's that? What's this? What's that?" Katy Perry was literally, like, floating around her set list, like, doing heart hands in the air.
"No,
It's
I
like,
know."
"What are you doing? Look
She
at the
has to. She
Earth."
has tickets to sell. It's giving J-Lo energy. Like I feel like she is on like a J-Lo trajectory straight down. And like she took a risk and made an album with that Dr. Luke guy who everyone hates and like it's not good and now she has to like can you just like not do a tour? I think like maybe skipping a tour would be a good
She's
idea for
sold
her.
out. She's selling out. At least that's
Oh
what she
really?
said. I listened to her on Jake Shane. She was like, "This show sold out. This show sold out." I mean,
Okay.
she could be saying that, but she said, I mean, listen, if Katy Perry tickets came across my desk for a
I
reasonable
mean I
price,
would go.
I would go. I have
Okay.
seen her in concert before. As we've discussed, I
But
am
I
a
would go
concert.
to the J-Lo one too. I
I would
think.
not go to that.
Yeah, you're
Name
right.
5 Halo songs.
I can't.
Yeah, you can name 5 Katy Perry songs. The thing about Katy
I
Perry is
can,
that
but isn't she singing from the album? She's not doing
no,
like,
she's doing a it's like a Lifetime tour. She's like Eras tour.
oh my God, the Eras tours like changed the game.
That's what she's doing. The thing about
Okay, I
Katy
didn't
Perry is
know
that
that.
she's the most beloved. She went from being one of the most beloved 2000s era icons to being now one of the most hated people, and this space thing did not help.
I know. And I
And I
feel
think
really
she
bad. I think she thought it was gonna, and there's, I think what bothered me is like they were like, you're an astronaut, and she was like about to cry. And I just feel like in that moment I would have been like, I'm not an astronaut, but like that was so fun.
so I fly
I
on
f
a plane, but I'm not a pilot.
no, exactly. Like I feel like the fact that she was like, you're right, like we're all astronauts. And it's like, I feel like it's a little
We're all
disrespectful to
astronauts
real
there.
astronauts. She put the ass in astronaut. But I don't know. I think it was just like, I feel bad. I feel like it didn't hit the way they thought it was going to. But I do also think this whole like attitude of like, we could be spending our money on so much different things and this, I'm just like, shut.
This wasn't like a government funded event,
No,
was
exactly.
it?
Like Jeff Bezos can spend his money any way he wants. And if he wants to do this, like that's so nice. Like he could be sending up like a bunch of guys. Like at least he's trying to do something.
Yeah, him face planting to see Lauren was
No,
literally
I
so
was crying.
it was kinda cute. He was like, "Oh."
He loves her. No, he literally I was dying.
No, they definitely love each other. Like, in the
No, they
interviews, like,
really do.
seem very, like, connected.
No, I'm really happy for them. But I don't know, it just, like, didn't hit, and, like, the more stuff I see, the more I'm just like, "Ooh, ooh, oof," but the main question I need to know is, 1, when they were like, "Sing, sing," like, did she turn to everyone in the pod and go, "Hey, guys, do you mind if I sing?" Because I just feel like singing like, can you imagine sitting there and then it is Katy Perry, beautiful voice, but I still would be like, "Is this bitch for real right now?" Like, can
I
I
don't
just
know,
have
it depends on the vibe in the moment. I mean,
I know we didn't know the vibe,
I don't know the vibe.
but I
And I
just
will
feel
say,
like
like,
singing in a moment like that is never the correct thing to do.
I don't know what the vibe was up there, but I will say, like, they did do something that, like, we will never do, and they did get
I
to see
mean,
something,
it's
like,
not
that
something I would ever do just like personally, but I don't know. Thumbs up. I do think actually, like, I think the opportunity in our lifetime to go to space, like, there is a large possibility that that will come across our desk, honestly.
affordably,
Yeah, I think that I think in our lifetime,
I would do
I
it.
think that I don't know.
I would
Just
definitely
so
do it.
much risk. It's giving submersible. Like, I just don't like it.
It's a risk, but, like, if it becomes, like, a plane trip, like, we go on
It's
planes,
true if
like,
it comes like a bus. That's what I'm telling you. I feel like it'll be like a bus to space.
I would do it. If it becomes so popular, I would do it. Like, if it became a commonplace thing, I would do it.
That's sure. I just feel like the more common, the more chance for risks. But no, I think it's like it is a really cool thing. Like I do think like seeing Earth, like I feel like the only thing that I disagreed with was like some of the things like Katy Perry was being so dramatic, but I'm also like, I don't know, I think if I was watching the Earth like from above, I don't know, I feel like it's a very like surreal, deep moment. Like I
I
would
agree.
literally cry.
No, that's what I was gonna say, like, I'm a very emotional person, like,
Yeah, you
some
are.
people
So
aren't,
am
and,
I.
like, which is fine, like, it's just something about my like, I don't care, but, like, it's like, I would be very, like, emo about it, and I get when they're being emo, but, like, it just comes across like, Katy Perry being like, I feel connected to
It
love."
just
Like,
comes across
what
as
are
like
you
not
talking
genuine.
like, what are you talking about? What do you mean you feel connected to love?
No,
Like, I
it
get
just
people
comes.
being like, "I see the world at a different view." Like, 100%
Yeah,
get
like,
that.
I just feel like
But,
she's
like,
just trying to,
what
like, make a clippy moment of, like, saying, like, the right thing, and she's like, "Oh, this is" like, I feel like everything she's doing right now is, like, so for publicity, and it's, like, so obvious, you know?
mm,
And I think we're all, like, seeing the shtick, and it's kinda like we're all, like, get a different shtick, do
yeah,
something
I
different,
agree.
like, yeah, but no, overall, I do think everyone being so fucking dramatic about it, like, the amount of people I see, like, posting stories of, like, "Waste, disgusting." I'm like, "Shut up."
I mean, it's more advancement, like, people don't go to space every day, like, I'm sure you learn something new every time they do it. I'm sure like, the
I don't think
people
they
who
do.
are I don't know, like,
It's
maybe
not
they
even manned. It's literally like they just sends it up and it comes back down. It's
when
just
they were all
very
screaming coming back down and
I
everyone was,
know,
like,
that was
running
so
to them, like,
that was,
I
like,
would
not a
be
great moment,
screaming. It's like a tower of terror, like, those, like,
I
drops?
guess. See, that's when I was like, "This isn't a good moment for women."
I didn't think so
All
either.
of them screaming.
Men would be like, "Woo!" I don't
I
know.
feel like they would just be like quiet. I don't know. I was just kind of like, oh God.
I don't know. I would be screaming.
I mean, no, same, but I mean, I don't know.
Just
Maybe I'd
like
hold it
girlhood,
together.
like, that's fun, like, I don't know.
It's true.
Like, you're
I'm
laughing.
definitely like curious about what the vibes were like because I just like can't tell what the energy was.
I think it was
Because Gail
good.
King is making it seem like it was not good.
Well, like, after she loved it, she was saying how amazing it was, but before, like, have you seen the video of her going to ring the bell?
No,
She was like
literally. Well, she's shitting her pants. Like,
that was before though, but after
but
she
that
was
would
like,
be me. It's true,
of
but
course.
she's a woman. I mean, yeah, she's probably really nervous. Like,
I mean, Oprah literally was like, she's the type of person who, when we fly in the plane and the turbulence comes, she's like literally sitting in my lap. Like, she's so scared. So,
oh my
like,
God,
she was like,
honestly, like, that's so brave of her for doing this if that's the
that's what they were
case.
saying. Like,
Because
it's
that's
so,
me, and that's why I would never do this. Oh, you're braver than me,
if the
queen.
opportunity, like, I wouldn't pay for it. Like, I wouldn't
Well,
spend
no,
money
duh.
on it because some people would literally spend their life savings on this. Like, I would not do that.
Yeah,
Some
no,
people would, like some
some,
nerds.
I know one.
Like, would
He's,
Drew do that? Spend money on that?
no, I don't think so. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
don't
he
think he
has,
would.
like, I think he likes space, but I don't think he's, like, trying to go out there. I don't know. I'll have to ask him if he would, like, go. Again, I don't think he would pay for it. I think if it came across his desk, though, he would think about it. But
How long?
I would
Well, maybe if you had to go for work. How long work trip?
work trip. I feel like, oh my God.
Like
How
that
long
that
what?
one lady and guy who got stuck in space for 9 months. That could be true. Work trip.
Literally. How long what?
How long do you think it takes to get to the moon? Like, I
It's
don't
if
know the answer to
it's
that
if we
question.
really went to the moon is really the question. Just
God,
kidding.
I'm not gonna answer
Do
this.
we even know? I'm kidding.
I just wanna know, like, how, like, ask your chat
Here, let me do it with my
because
phone.
I
It's
didn't
like way
realize
easier.
that there was I honestly, I learned a lot about space.
They went 66 miles in the air. So like
I didn't know that.
technically, yeah, no, it's because again, I had to consult my space consultant on all of this because I was like,
Like,
so the
I learned
international recognized boundary for space is 100 kilometers. They went 107 kilometers. So like it's literally like the barest bare minimum of space. Like it's just like the very beginning. How long would it take to go to the moon? Like how long would a trip to the moon be? Me and chat. Honestly,
Kate
it's the
loves
greatest thing
chat.
that's ever. No, sometimes I'll like talk to it. We'll talk back and forth. It's really embarrassing.
Like, about, like,
It would take 72 hours,
that's so crazy,
3
actually.
days to
That's
get to
crazy.
the moon. To get there.
That's really crazy. See, I this is, like, all new to me. Like, I didn't realize
Yeah.
how far away things were in space.
Yeah, no.
And this taught me that. So, you know what?
No, it
Thanks.
did. Like this true. Like it educated two women about space, so
And a lot of
they
people,
did
like,
it.
I'm hearing, like, on different podcasts and people talking, like, a lot of people didn't know that you could go 11 minutes and be in space. Like, that's, like, I didn't realize
No,
you could
I
do
know. That was crazy. Like when Drew was like 66 miles to go to space, I was like, what? 66 miles to go to space?
less
That's
than it
nothing.
takes me to get from my house to your house. Well, no,
I
that's more.
know.
But
No, it's a little more, but still, it's
yeah.
crazy. But anyway, yeah, I would say overall, like, very interesting. Do I understand why they're getting the pushback? Yes. Like, do I feel like all these celebrities chiming in to like say how disgusting it is about how much money they spent on it? Like, shut up.
They're just jealous getting invited, probably.
No, literally. They're like, wait, I was on The Martian. Like, you should have invited me. Or I'm Emily Ratajkowski and like,
Yeah, I know.
yucky,
I know.
yucky.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next? What else happened this week?
Well, one of like last week we were saying Below Deck is like one of my comfort shows, but I also feel this way about Southern Charm. And there was some breaking news in the Southern Charm world.
Yeah,
Taylor
my head
and
was in the toilet. So
yes, I was on the front lines of this, but no, I'm
you
just
really
kidding. But
were.
Taylor Ann, our beloved Taylor Ann Green, she is leaving Southern Charm. And honestly, I think it's the right choice. I'm sad to see her go because she kind of brought some drama with like
She
Sally
definitely
and
brought something.
yeah. And she came with Shep, so, like, that was
Yeah.
interesting, like, their
No, like she
relationship.
brought the dynamic of like watching, like how long can someone truly sit there and watch their ex-boyfriend like be like, I'm so in love with this other girl, and you're sitting there like,
She handled it really well, I felt like.
no, she did. But I just it was just such a like sad like
It just, like, wasn't
the amount of like TikTok little like things I got of them like with like sad music behind it of her just like sitting there watching. I was like, oh my God.
it just,
Well, and
like,
she has her
wasn't
man.
her. Like, yeah, like, she just I felt like she didn't need to be there anymore. Like, it just felt like she wasn't
No.
really friends with
Well,
anybody.
I actually think, like, she will be on Southern Hospitality,
So
and
that's my
that guest
question.
I do, and that Gaston guy, like, they talked about him on Southern Hospitality, the guy she's dating that she said she's gonna marry. I
Yeah,
don't
he has,
think it
like,
was
bad
good
repu
things, um, but they talked about him. I can't remember in what someone, like, dated him, and it, like, went wrong, and
Yeah, Sally.
it was literally her on Southern Hospitality, you're right, and she was like, "He's crazy."
And Sally literally was like, at the reunion, she was like I don't know if you watched, but she was literally like, "I don't wanna be friends with you as long as you're dating Gaston." And she was like, "Well, I'm gonna marry him." And then Sally was like,
I
"Okay, then we're."
mean, I'll need to, like, see a little bit of Gaston because he's decided to, like, not which I will say is interesting that, like, a character like that, like, is like, "I don't wanna be on the show." I'm like,
I think he
"Really?"
got a lot I think he was the like, honestly, I when you look at the timeline from when they were filming Southern Charm, they started filming in March, and they literally were beat bopping around, like, her birth Taylor Ann's birthday is in October, and they had a whole storyline about Taylor and Gaston and the birthday, and then they go back to March, like, the episodes are cut up so, like,
Yeah. Yeah, you did
mismatched
tell me
and, like,
this.
Frankensteined episodes, which is, like, part of making a show,
Yeah.
you cut,
It
you
is what
take,
it is.
it's fine, but I think that that was a huge storyline, and I think that she did not want it to go any farther, so they kinda had to play backtrack and, like, gather other footage.
I
That's my
guess.
She was like Gaston wanted nothing to do with the show, and the minute he came under fire, she didn't even show up to that party, she canceled the birthday, like, she literally was like, did not wanna be
Mm.
involved
You
when
think,
it
like,
came.
Sally scared him away.
I think he was like, "No, I'm not doing this." Like, I think it was a combination of Sally and Shep and everybody, like, Shep saying he's mid.
I know. Well, I think the real question is, like, who would name their son that?
Are they French?
It's not even that, it's literally the villain of Beauty and the Beast.
It's weird.
Gaston. It's, like, just a crazy name to
It's a
pick for your child.
crazy name.
Like, it's only negative connotation. Like, I literally heard that name and I was like, "Oh, the villain from Beauty and the Beast?" And then he's all, like, kinda, like, big and muscularly, I'm like, yikes." So,
Exactly.
no, I hope that they're on Southern Hospitality together.
Me too.
I think it's a better fit anyway. I think she probably like, I think she's been on the show before. She's, like, friends with them.
She's friends with TJ from Southern Hospitality.
Yeah, TJ's friends with everyone
She
though, I think.
she just, like, I don't know, she just, like, wasn't really friends with everyone on Southern Charm. She definitely, like, wasn't
No.
really fitting in with the new girls, so that didn't seem like a fit for her either. She just Her, the new boyfriend obviously didn't mesh with the group. Like, it just was, like, not for her, and
Yeah.
I'm sad to see her go because she did bring something, but at the same time, I've been saying, like, I
But I
don't
think
think
her time was up. I don't think
yes.
there was more to bring. I
No.
think there's only so many seasons I can watch of, like, her just sitting there, like, being like
Yeah, I agree. And the whole
unless
Olivia thing last year, like, that was a bad look for her with the Austin thing.
yeah, yeah.
There's just, like, a lot
That
there
was
where she
last year.
last season, the season before this one.
That's crazy.
And then
That was
Olivia not returning was kinda bad for Taylor because, like,
it was. Well, but, I mean, I guess that was her only yeah, they kind of, like, completely switched up the girls.
yeah, and Taylor just didn't fit in that group. So,
No.
sad to
So it
see
was
her
the
go,
right choice.
and
Sad
I
to see
do
her
think she had a
go,
lot of
but
personal
bye.
stuff, like, her brother passed
I
away,
know.
and I just felt like reality TV like,
She's going through a lot.
the show just is not really for her. I think she's better suited as a guest person on Southern Hospitality in and
Yeah,
out.
I think that's what I'm, like, curious if, like, her and her boyfriend will, like, try to be on to their hospitality, like, in full, or if she'll just kinda, like, be on the side, like
I don't think she should be in full. Like, I don't think she's meant to be on this show. Like, she's already, like, running away from guest anything with guests on. She's, like, putting the
yeah,
ex
she's not, like, trying to, like, perform,
no, she's
for
not
lack
putting
of
on
a
a
better
show
word. No,
like some other people.
she's really not, but it's all good. Taylor, best of luck, queen.
We'll miss
You
you.
did good. I hope you keep the shark tooth necklace. I'm
Yes.
cracking up.
No,
This
she did
is
good.
she did, and she was a nice girl. I really, like I thought she was fine. I do think that they need to, like, mix it up a bit for sure,
I think they're
which
on the right
they
track.
did. They're on the right track. It's just, like, we're getting there. We're getting there. But no, it's a great show, and I'm sad it's over.
Yeah, I miss it.
No,
And
I
I'm
know.
excited to see Madison next year with
But
her.
it's all good because guess what we have now? The Valley's on.
Well, yeah.
And we watched the first episode of The Valley. Amazing. Did you watch season 1?
Mm,
Okay.
yes.
I just wanna make sure. I couldn't remember if you did or
I
not.
was late to the party. Like, I watched it later. I was like
Yeah,
I was fighting it. I did not wanna
you were.
yeah.
And I was pregnant, so I had nothing else to do
I was
except for
really
watch TV.
I was like,
No, you were. It was annoying me. I was like, watch the fucking show. But I was like deep in Vanderpump, so I just was like, oh, another show off Vanderpump, great. But this first episode of The Valley, like it honestly, like I almost started crying. It was really sad
with Brittany.
with Brittany and Jax and just like the son being involved and all that and him like, I mean, it sounds like he like low key attacked her with like
Yeah,
the sun in the hat. Like I just was like, ugh, like it just really just makes me sick. The whole situation, like it's really sad. And I hope he's not like lying about getting help because, he lied 100 times about you know what I mean? Like I think he said he's 100 days sober, so I hope it sticks. But
my thing with this is I'm sitting here watching this, like, I am not surprised at all. Like, this is
well, no,
exactly where I thought we were gonna be. When I watched Jackson Brittany's wedding, I'm like, this is not ending well. Jax has showed himself time and
I
time and
know.
time and time and time again. I knew it would never work out. When they had the baby, I was like, I hope things go well, and maybe it was, like, looking better, and then this happened, I'm like, duh. I just knew this was never gonna go well, and I'm not saying blaming Brittany, like, she loves him, and I love
No,
that
you're
about
not
her.
wrong. Like we
Like,
all
I
knew it
love
was gonna be some type of dumpster fire, but like it makes me sad that like the son is like affected by it so much and like
I know, and I love how Brittany, like, she always stood up for him and always, like, tried so
I
hard to
know
fight
she
for him.
really did. She was a good partner in that way.
She's just, like, such a great gal, and
She
it just,
is.
like, makes me sad to see her, like, she just is, like, when they're showing her at the party, like, she has all the friends, like, she really doesn't have, like, I mean, at the moment, the trailer looks different, but she really doesn't have drama with anybody.
No, she doesn't at all.
Everybody loves her, like, she just is, like, a really nice Southern girl, and it just seems like Jack's just, like, oh my god, I was dying when they show the group of friends that Jax is partying with at his bar. The guy in
I
the
know.
American flag vest,
I
Rick, with like a mullet, I don't know his name, but I was like, "This is so funny." Like, someone's editing this and, like,
them and
Tom
Tom
Schwartz
Schwartz.
triplet brothers.
I was just like, what is this? His
This is
competing
what it
party. And
but,
then
like,
Brittany
look at
threw a
what Brittany
fabulous
has
party.
and look at what Jax has.
No,
Like,
it's true. She has a lot. So I hope like I'm sure she has a lot of people behind her in this situation, but I'm just like, I can't imagine. But I mean, it just shows you guys like if you're wondering like, will my man change? No, he won't.
yeah,
So don't make
he's
the same mistake as
he's always
Brittany
yeah.
because it's really unfortunate. But the other cast of characters, I can't decide how I feel about Kristen because well, actually that's not true. She annoys me a lot. And the fact that she's like, I'm team who's the guy? Jesse? She like went to go no. That's the other girl's husband, I think.
Jesse, yes, yeah, when she went to his house.
Yeah, she's like, I'm team Jesse. And like he's literally like Jax essentially. Like he's like, I was never gonna switch my kid to school over. I just did that to piss her off. I was like, oh my God. Which I was kind of like from a legal standpoint, like they're currently getting divorced. Like, can she use this against him? I was kind of like, I don't know if you should be acting like this, like
Yeah,
on
I
video.
hope their divorce is finalized for his sake already.
No, for her sake too, because my God. And then the fact that Kristen's like, I want his side. I was like, the
No,
fuck?
Kristen is just not a girl's girl. Like, when she was, like, saying, "Oh, I always take Zach's side," like, when her and Janet were talking at the pool and Zach had said all that horrendous stuff about Janet, and Janet kind of, like, looped Kristen in, but was apologizing. She was like, "I
She
looped you in
was.
on this, and I'm sorry, like, I shouldn't have done that." And she was like, "Well, Zach's my friend. I don't agree with what he said, but I," and then Janet's like, "Can you see how that would be, like, great?" And she's like, "Well, no." She just, like, doesn't stick up for girl like, you know?
I just don't understand why this Zach character was allowed to stay. I don't think he like adds that much to the show, and then to like say something like that, I was like,
Well, I think he's like the shit starter. Like, I think he's the pot stirrer.
I mean, but they have Kristen though. Do they really need a second I
Well,
mean, I guess
Kristen's
this
the
is like good
best.
drama for what's happening, but I literally like because I had kind of forgotten about all of that, and like I can't imagine what I would like. And honestly, it's making me like Janet because the way that she's so like
I like Jen.
calm, cool. People like don't like her.
I
Like I feel
know.
like the what I'm seeing is like people do not like her and like have this huge issue with her and say she's like a master manipulator and blah 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 and like
Maybe she
they
is.
say that, but then when I see of her, I don't feel that way. you
Maybe 'cause
know?
she's manipulating you to not feel that way.
No, literally, she's really good at it. Because I'm
Well,
watching, I'm like, she's great.
last season I was undecided about her, and
Well,
from
she
what
was
I've seen so
pregnant, and
far
like you can't judge someone who's pregnant because like you're just a different person in that
and from
moment.
what I've seen from her so far this season, when she sat down with Kristen, like, she was willing to be like, "Hey, like, I shouldn't have said that." I
No,
mean,
she was like, I messed up.
saying that Kristen said that, like, is really crazy when she didn't. Like, that's, like, a big
Yeah,
accusation. Like, if I were Kristen, I can see why Kristen would be like, "Whoa, like, that was super
yeah.
crazy." Like, I
But
kinda see both
she was
sides
like,
there.
I was pregnant, I was being hormonal, I'm sorry. Like, I hope they make up. I can see them like making up in the end. I'm very curious to see like where with the girls because the girls all kind of seem together except for Kristen and Janet. So I'm curious like where everyone ends up because
Yeah.
Kristen's with the Jesse guy, so then Jesse's wife will be with Janet, and then but then the one girl with the twin with the 3 under 3,
Oh my god, and she wants to have another kid, and they
she's
live in a
crazy.
condo, which LA, expensive, no judgment at all, girl, like, get your coin.
Why doesn't she want to move to Santa Clarita? I mean, I would have already moved.
I don't know the real estate situation in California, but I
Where
do know
is
that
Santa
I would
Clarita?
die if I had to live with my 3 kids plus another in my condo, which,
Well,
like,
and their kids all share the same room.
yeah, it's
To
hard.
go from Santa Clarita. Okay, wait. It said the Valley subs. Like what?
So her kids are actors, the babies are main
Mm,
characters. They're in Young Sheldon, and like, they play one
isn't that
baby.
show over?
Well, there's a spinoff.
But her husband's a voice actor, so like I don't.
Yes.
Literally, it says it's 20 minutes
Okay,
to
well
the
then
Valley at least. To
well,
deeper Los Angeles, it's probably an hour, but like I just can't imagine.
yeah,
I cannot imagine. And then I do understand the notion of like, I just want to have all my kids now and be done with it. But I guess I'm just kind of like, so girl, what's your plan? Like 4 kids in one room? Because that's
yeah.
crazy.
Well,
And
that's,
like
like, what
for what? I feel like she's not, I think that's like that couple's big issue is they're very like zipped up.
mhm.
And like she's like, I'm staying here. And I feel like she's not giving a good reason. But then they're like not fighting about it on camera. So we don't really know like why she's so mad. And it's
I'm
like, no, like
sure there's more there.
no, there definitely is. Like they definitely fight about it behind closed doors, but I'm like, no, like fight about it in front of me. Like I
Yeah.
want to know what's happening.
I like them, though. I think they're,
I
like,
really
very
like
wholesome.
them, but I do want like a little more from them
I
because I feel
think
like
they're,
they're
like,
a
a God.
what
Like, I think they're, like, a little religious. Like, I think, like, they're, like, that's kind of part of their thing, and I think they're, like,
really?
not in, like, a like, just in, like,
I know.
that
I just
part.
didn't. I wasn't getting that vibe from them. I didn't know they were
I
religious.
follow her on Instagram, and that's kind of the vibe I get, but not in, like, in just, like, a nice, wholesome, loving, happy way.
Yeah, but also like you're on a show. Like I'm ready. This fucking thing with my thumbs up. I'm ready to see like a little more. Like
Yeah.
I want a little, which I
I
think we're
think
gonna
you no,
get.
I saw in the trailer, like, it looks like she's getting
Apparently he's grabbing asses. Is he the ass grabber?
I think so, but I don't believe that. I
I don't
hope it's
either. But
I'm
like
sure
I
it's
don't
a
know. It's always who
script.
you least expect.
I know, but I really like them, and
And
I
I could
like
see him. I feel like that's why she doesn't let him get too drunk. She's always like, "Don't drink." Like she's always like being crazy about him drinking, and it's because she knows. Like the second he has a few too many drinks, he's just
maybe,
grabbing him.
maybe.
He can't
I don't
control
know.
himself. I'm
I
cracking
think
up.
maybe it's because like, they're, like, also, like I don't know if it's, like, the religious thing, I don't know, but, like,
I don't
I
know
mean, they're on a
either.
show, so
But
they
I
should
just want a little more. Like I'm like very curious about why. Like why don't you want to move? Just say why. But no, I thought they were interesting. I think Michelle is like fine. She's the one that is like in the middle of the divorce. I think like watching them get divorced is good.
have
What?
something to say about her. I like
Oh,
her, I actually do like her, I think she's beautiful, like, when she was in her little white cutout dress, like, she
I
looked really
know.
she's really pretty. I think she's, like seems like a guy like her on the show. That guy she's dating, she was 100% with him when she was like,
Oh,
"I
yeah.
run into to him at coffee shops and see him around town." See him around town? Like, what are you talking? I don't run into I live in the same town I went to high school with. I have yet I mean, it happens rarely that I will run into somebody I
Yeah,
went to high
she's like, I live in Los Angeles. I'm always just like running into this guy.
and
It's
she's like,
like,
"I just
uh-huh.
see him at coffee shop." I'm like,
but at the same time, like we know who her ex-husband is, and he's a monster, and like
Yeah,
she
I'm not
probably
blaming her, but
like
I'm just
it's
saying
so crazy. It's again, this is like the thing about reality TV that just blows my mind is like the fact that he's like, yeah, I was fucking with her, and it's like you did that on camera where you're like on your best behavior, but like also trying to start drama. Like, what the fuck do you act like in private?
it's like the
Because
Teresa
like
thing. Like
I'm
you're
afraid.
literally making financial decisions on television and then you don't expect to go to jail.
I know. Like, it's just the weirdest thing in the world to me that he's like acting like this. And then I'm like, yeah, no, duh, she had a boyfriend when you guys were married. You're a freak. Like, I'm sure, like, she's low key made it sound this whole time. She's like, why was I ever with him? Like, I fucked up. Like, I think she literally has hated him from the start.
Last season, remember they like went he would like did ayahuasca to try to like be a better person
No,
and
classic.
she was
Literally,
like, I don't care.
me and my husband always talk about this. Like, the people that are like, oh my God, I do ayahuasca. It's like 10 years of therapy all in one day. Like, and it's always the person that you're like, oh wow, okay. Maybe you should do something else. Like, oh, you're just like trying to do drugs and like say it's therapy. Like, you're sick. No, I think that stuff is so dumb. Like, I'm sorry. Sorry to
I do.
offend.
Yeah, I would not
But
do it.
like, I'm sure some people do it for different reasons, but it's, you know, the person, that guy who literally did it, who does that kind of stuff and is
And
like,
she did not
I'm
care.
cured. No, she was like, okay. Well, I did see that the director, because remember how he was like, she has like, she's a prostitute. Him calling her a prostitute too was just like, but
Like
he was
that's like
saying,
the other thing about these things is like
no, he
you
has
don't even
zero
need
respect.
to
Like,
say
I
that.
actually think like I think that this guy, like, if he remains on reality TV and we get to know him more, like, I think he might become like the number one most hated person because I just think like I think he's actually like a disgusting person,
Yeah.
like
So he is.
genuinely. And I think that's like the difference between him and Jax is because like I do think Jax has some like redeeming qualities where like I think he at least like pretends
He
that
owns
he
like
owns it and he like kind of pretends and like
to a
try. I
point.
don't know. There's just something about him. And I think anyone who watches the shows knows what I'm talking about. Like there's
He's a
just this
little more self-aware than Jesse, for sure.
or like he's a little less self-aware and like Jesse's so self-aware to the point of like you're self-aware, sir. Like why are you acting like this? Like you're aware. You're aware that you were like trying to like start a fight with your wife in public and like you had no intention of like transferring. I also just hate like the kid talk on shows now. Like it's so funny.
So that
It never used to really like affect me. Like I'd be like, "Oh, like I just never really thought about it." Now as like a parent, I'm like,
that's why I was so anti the show. That was why. I was like, I do not need to
yeah,
see these people with kids acting this way. Housewives is different, I think, because the kids are older. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know what it was,
yeah.
but
The
something
kids
about
aren't
the
really on the show, but like them sitting there talking about like I'm gonna switch hers. Like, can you imagine if your daughter was watching that and her
that's
friends are
why
like,
I
"Are
was
you
so
switching?" And it's just like,
I did not want to watch
my
the show because
God,
of what I saw an episode, the first episode, and I think it was Michelle and Jesse or something like that. And I was
yeah.
like, I don't like this. Like it makes me sad.
No, some people do that with their kids on these just like Bravo shows, and it's really gross. That's how I
It's
feel
sad.
about who is it? I can't remember her name, but there is someone on one of
Like
these
Brittany.
fucking
Are you talking
shows.
about Brittany from Salt Lake City? Because she does that.
She's like,
She's like, my kids don't
no,
talk to
it's,
me.
it's Real Houses of Potomac, Mia,
Yeah. Go.
her and her, like, I don't know who my son's father is, and her son is like 14. Horrible thing to be sitting there talking about on the show.
It's
And she knew who it was. And like the fact that she let that literally who we all thought her fucking ex-husband, like it was just so I could not understand why she was letting that play out on the show. And like to me, that is like the ultimate level of like desperation of like just clawing, trying to stay on a TV show. And it's to me such low hanging fruit and like so gross.
it's so bad. Like I don't like there are like people on the
No,
shows
there are
who
people who
I
manage
love.
it perfectly.
Yeah.
Like I actually think that like I think Teresa Judice does a fine job. Like I never have felt weird about the kid
No.
thing. And I never felt like it was like exploitative. And like I feel like they're very like protective of that. And I think you can always
All the Jersey
tell
people do a good job.
they do a good job. Like you can tell I actually don't think it happens that often because I think like most people are normal and they're like, yeah, I want to do the show, but like I'm not gonna like exploit my
Like
child.
Kyle, she's a good.
Kyle is good. Like I think they're actually more few and far between, but I do think that this Jesse and Michelle situation, like it's giving like I will hurt my ex-wife in any way possible, even if it means like maybe doing
But
something that's not like sharing some business with my daughter that I really shouldn't be sharing.
there's a difference
And
between showing your kids and showing your life and airing your dirty laundry. Like,
yeah,
there's a line.
airing dirty laundry like that involves your child that really shouldn't be talked about. So like that, I'm curious to see if like he really toes the line on that, and like if I'm like disgusted by him at the end. And like honestly, it's why I'm judging Kristen so hard. She's like, I'm team Jess. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
You're
I
team
mean,
this
now that
guy?
she's gonna be a parent, like, I'm sure she'll watch this
Well, I'm
back, and
curious if she changes her tune a bit.
I think I'm sure I hope she does.
I don't think she's had her baby yet though, right?
I don't think so.
No, I think she's still pregnant.
She's
But
not pregnant.
no, I think we'll find out she's pregnant on the show. Like she'll figure out she's pregnant. No, she's drinking. She's not pregnant. But no, I think it was a really good first episode. I think that I'm excited for Sheena and Lala to be on the show.
Well, it looks like Lala really rips Jesse a new one,
Well,
which is
and exactly. And if Lala's sitting there ripping, like she's
she
right.
knows
Because
what she's doing.
that's another person right there. Like she handles the kid thing, I think, extremely well and like in a very decent, normal way to me.
She does air the dirty laundry of Randall when she gets a chance.
But I feel like she keeps it on Randall. I don't feel like she's talking about Ocean that much. It's Ocean, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
No,
It's
yeah, because Sheena's the summer. I get them
Summer
confused.
Moon. Yes, of
I
course.
get Summer and Ocean.
Sheena sometimes, like Summer Moon's Instagram, like I'm against kids with Instagrams.
Yeah.
So when she was like
I feel
Tom
like that's such a
Sandoval, when she
millennial
was so mad, she's like, Tom Sandoval unfollowed Summer Moon on Instagram. I was like, well, maybe you shouldn't be following Summer Moon on Instagram. But
thing.
anyway,
Who
so
followed Summer Moon?
remember when Tom Sandoval like unfollowed everyone, like blocked them all? She was like, you
Oh.
blocked me and then you blocked Summer Moon. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
blocking Summer Moon is blocking you. You manage Summer. It's
Yeah.
not like you like Summer Moon. It's literally you. Like,
No, I know.
and he
But
knows
I'm
that.
excited. Like I do think they're like really good characters and I'm glad they're like finding a place here because I think we all know like Vanderpump Rules is dead and gone.
It's the it's
They're
the
on
it's
hiatus. It's like One
yeah,
Direction. Like
yeah, they're never
it's not happening.
against my wishes.
No, I know. But yeah, I think
Good show.
it is. So do you want to here's oh 1 second, I'm gonna pause it. Okay. And then we watched so much TV. We're going crazy. And then the other thing we watched,
I watch so
which
much too, personally.
no,
So
I know. It's
that's
ridiculous. No, I watch tons of TV. Are you kidding me? My baby's like not old enough yet to where like he like looks at it yet, so like I gotta get it in while I can, right? But we watched the first episode of Hacks, and let me just say, chef's kiss, so
that is
good,
such a good show.
perfect. It's a perfect show. It's giving the other two energy, which is
Yes,
always a void in my heart I'm trying to fill
yes,
because like it's just the perfect amount of like funny with enough serious, good plot. And can I just say the breakout star, Robbie? My God,
yes.
I
Gabby
was
Whitney's wife.
cracking up.
She's
She's
so
so
funny.
funny.
The character they put her as is like
Perfect.
perfect. It is her. Like, she is like that. Like
Yeah,
that.
like well, and I kind of like this thing of like bringing, because, the main character is a comedian and it's all about comedian and all that stuff. So I like them like bringing in
Yeah,
comedians and
like
like giving
Shane.
them a part to play. Like, I think that's really fun. So it's like fun to see people that you recognize. And I loved it.
So did you know that Hannah Edenbinder, who plays Ava, her
Yeah.
mom was on the original cast of Saturday Night Live.
Nepo baby.
Season 1, episode 1, SNL, that's her mom. She's a SNL
Stop.
legend.
Nothing is pure.
Yeah, I know. But she's so good, actually.
She is. She is like someone who I love to hate, though.
I know, but I don't know. I do love her and I do root for her. But I root for Deborah too. Like, that's the thing
I
I
root
love
for
about
them to be together. Like when they're fighting, horrible.
that's what I was saying. Like, when they're not getting along, it's like obviously that's like the point of the show. But like it makes me sad.
No, it actually affects me deeply. Like I'm literally sitting there like, but like
Come on,
the thing
Deborah.
is like, and everyone's like, Deborah's so toxic. Like I've been there. I've had a boss very
Same.
similar to Deborah before. I mean, mine was pretty close.
Yours
And
was, yeah.
like the way
No,
I
I'm saying
still,
mine was yours
yeah,
was.
the way I still think about her to this day. Like they even kind of have the same look. So that's why I get like so like my queen. But like she was literally like that. But like the way sometimes I'm like, I wonder how she's doing. Like
I think people
people
like
like
that are
that
like,
just pull you in.
yeah, they're respected.
They are. And like
Not in the way like
that's
the
kind of
right way.
why I like love it too. And like I just wish that they would just stay friends. Like every time they're mad at each other, it like stresses me out. But that's why it's a good show. keeps
Yeah.
me hooked.
When they were, like, in the HR meeting and they were fighting, like, that was
I
so
was crying. I was
and
crying laughing.
the best line to me was when she had the email and she, like, sent it and she's like, "Unsend it," and she's like, "You can't do that." She's like, "You can't. You still have a Hotmail."
I know. I was
Like,
crying.
that is,
No,
like the show is so current.
it
So, like,
is.
it really, like, brings in, like, they bring in current people, like, they have really good, like, the timeliness, like, the stuff they
Yeah.
talk like, the QVC, like, that is so real for those, like, older
No, it
actors
is.
or
Like, I
comedians,
think
like
they do a really good job of hitting all of that, like, and especially bringing in, like, Robbie and knowing that, like, oh, like, people, like, she's such a hit right now. Same with, like, I think Jake Shane's gonna be on the show too soon, so, like, they just know exactly who to grab, exactly what we want.
and that girl who plays, the assistant of their agent,
Oh, yeah. She's
she's really
hilarious.
popular, like, online too, like, I see her all the time. So
Really?
yeah, like, she's, like, a comedian, so I think
I love
she's really
her.
good, like, for the show, like, she's so funny. I think her name is
No,
Meg Stalter. She's
everyone is
really
so funny.
yeah.
I literally have not a bad thing to say about it, honestly, and I just hope it doesn't the last season, like, kind of
I didn't feel that way.
it was okay, like, I thought it was good.
We did discuss this last year.
We did, and, like, I thought it was fine, I thought it was good. I think I watched it all at once, like, 1, 2, 3, and, like, you hadn't, and I feel like watching it like that, I was definitely, like, season 3, I was like, "Meh,"
Yeah.
but I just hope that season 4 here just, like, stays. Also, the 30-minute episode, lovely, but I want more.
It
See, they
feels longer though. Is it 30 minutes?
the first one was longer, the second
Okay,
one
because I was
was
like,
shorter.
is lasting a long in a good way. Like, I was like, "This is lasting longer than I, like, wanted to."
Yeah, no, I loved it. No, I love the show. I'm so excited for just like an easy, fun show to watch. Short, just something that I just
It's just,
it's
like, fun and light and but,
exactly,
like,
and it
also
fills
it
this
has, like, deeper meaning in, like, a
yeah.
cute way.
No, for sure. It has like a nice serious plot like with good jokes and like I love it. I love it. I have nothing bad to say. I
I
love
love
it.
them
No,
together.
anything that will fill the other two hole in my heart.
Same.
Like, talk about a show. Like, I just saw Grey's Anatomy got, renewed for their 1 millionth season, and I'm like, what about the
Grey's
other
Anatomy
two?
is
What about the other two, though? That show is the best show I've ever watched. I rewatch it all the time because it is
it's
hilarious. We love it. But
it's
anyway,
good.
so watch Hacks if you haven't. So good. We'll be talking about it. I feel like we'll talk about it. It comes out on Sundays, right?
Mondays? I could be wrong.
Okay. We'll probably talk about it on Fridays. We'll keep talking about The Valley. Um, what was the other show we watched?
Um,
I forget. Did we talk about 3 shows? No, we just talked about
we'll
The
talk
Valley
about
and
Sun and Charm, but, like
True, 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 true. Summer House. So we'll talk about Summer House on Monday. So that will be coming here soon.
yeah, I didn't watch Summer House.
Lindsay is going, of course, Lindsay didn't watch Summer House, so we're gonna watch it because
So watching Bojack.
she was fucking below deck, which apparently she has big things to say. So we'll let her tell us all about it on the next episode.
Yeah, I'll tell you
So
next.
stay tuned for that because something's coming. And,
Yeah, 2
big
people
things to
got
come.
fired, so
Okay. I don't give a fuck. You can talk about it later. But and then I'm gonna finish my book this weekend, so I'll also be talking about that. So big things to
I don't care
come.
about your book either.
True, true. We each get our little moment to be like, I like this. It'll be
Preach.
great. But anyway, well, thank you so much for tuning in to our second episode of Cultish. And we will see you next week. Have an amazing weekend, and we will talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.